There are events that divide time. Once they've happened, you forever measure time in terms of before and after. So I'm paralyzed. Now what do I do? What am I gonna do? How am I gonna live? Someone over there is telling me I need to think about going back to work. Work? What kind of work? What kind of work could I possibly do?
I don't think I really had any idea what direction I was going to go after I was injured. At first I thought life was kind of over.
I felt very devastated and miserable and couldn't imagine myself living as a paralyzed person because that was not who I was.
You know, there's the initial shock, and then there's the, oh my God, this is the way I'm going to have to live. And then there's the self-doubt as far as, oh, well, I can't do that, I can't do this.
You know, I mean, all the dreams and everything from before were gone. When you're fighting just to figure out how can you feed yourself, you know, you don't think it's possible to work.
I had wanted to go into medicine, but I felt discouraged from doing that.
I used to be the caretaker at Lynn Headwaters Park.
Since I was 4 years old, I wanted to be a commercial pilot. Now what?
I was so nervous to apply for my first job. Oh, they're not going to hire me. I was like, what about all the things that they're going to have to do to make it so I could work there? And I was just like, okay, I'm just going to do it. And I went in and like on the spot, they're like, okay. And then I was a substitute teacher.
The City of Vancouver actually gave me the opportunity to become a parking enforcement officer. And then when that happened, we just progressed from there.
I met some people in training for medical school who were wheelchair athletes at the competitions I went to and talked to them and then realized that, you know, it wasn't an impossible idea going to medical school as a paraplegic.
You know, I'm athletic and I love sports and I love the outdoors, and I wanted to have the same opportunities as everybody else. So
I wanted to go back to work. That was the thing I wanted to do. I didn't want to sit home. I now took driving lessons at GF Strong. I now drive my van into work and I'm able to work 3 days a week in what I was doing, what I loved before.
Before I can't sit around, I've got to be doing something. And yeah, no, even people come up to me now and they're like, give you credit for what you're doing. You know, it takes more than the average guy to do that. And then to do it in a chair, I mean, you're working double time.
I don't like to be dependent on anybody. The second part of it, how am I going to take care of myself and be happy doing it?
You may have to fight a bit for what you want to do or be, but that will make you a better person.
You're sitting there looking at people and you've seen what they have accomplished, and then you say, well, wait a minute, if they can do that, I can do it.
It's fulfilling to go back to work. It gives you a sense of pride, it gives you a sense of accomplishment. You're meeting people, you're doing things during the day.
I think it's super important to challenge yourself every day. Having a spinal cord injury is a day-to-day challenge, but after a while, like a job, you start to learn that job, and once you've become fairly proficient at that job, you got to challenge yourself more and, you know, keep raising the bar, so to speak.
This is my passion. I love it. I have children that are waiting for me every day, and it just makes you whole. It makes you a whole person.
You know, it's that feeling like you've given back, because you feel, once you're in a wheelchair, you feel like all you do is get help or need support. But once you have a job, that's all reversed. You're contributing, you know, and that's a real part of life. You know, you got to work hard, you got to play hard.
And I think the believing in yourself is probably the key.
You know, the opportunities are endless, but it's breaking down those boundaries.
I mean, I think you have to start changing the can'ts into, okay, I can do that. I can do that. You know, that there really is nothing I can't do.
Do everything you can. The only failure is not trying, right?
No one can tell me there's something I can't do. You know, I'll figure it out. You know, I've climbed a mountain. You know, I fell off a mountain. So, you know, you can always do it, but you have to, you know, you have to believe that you can do it.
I think always my motto has been don't close any doors, because you never know what you're gonna want to do, and it can change a lot in those first few years.